You guys, I cannot believe what just happened. If you're a fan of Dylan Wang and Shen Yue, then you need to sit down for this because the news we just got is beyond anything we ever imagined. And before we get into all the juicy details, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any updates. This love story is unfolding faster than we can keep up. So picture this, it's just an ordinary weekday in Asia, when suddenly, social media goes wild. No one was expecting anything major, and then out of nowhere, a press conference is announced. But this wasn't just any press conference. No promotions, no new drama, no brand endorsement, just Dylan Wang, standing alongside Shen Yue's entire family. Yes, you heard me right, her entire family. And it wasn't some staged appearance or PR stunt. This was real. Intimate. Emotional. And if I'm being honest, a little overwhelming. Fans across Asia are still reeling from the shock, trying to process what it all means. Is this the confirmation we've been waiting for? Is it happening? Are Dylan and Shen Yue finally making their relationship official in front of the people who matter most? Let's rewind a little for anyone who's been out of the loop. Ever since Meteor Garden catapulted them into the spotlight back in 2018, fans have been obsessing over the chemistry between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue. The way they looked at each other, their behind-the-scenes interactions, the subtle, unscripted moments, it all felt so real. Over the years, rumors swirled, denials came and went, but the undeniable bond between them never faded. Still, through all the speculation, neither of them ever publicly confirmed a relationship. That's why this sudden press conference shook everyone to their core. The sheer fact that Dylan would stand next to Shen Yue's family, her actual family, and speak so openly, so vulnerably? It's like he just ripped the curtain open and said, "This is who I am. This is who we are." When he stepped up to the podium, the room was completely silent. Cameras flashed. Reporters froze. And standing beside him were Shen Yue's parents, her older brother, and even her grandmother, who held Dylan's hand with this soft, proud smile. I swear I almost cried. Dylan started by saying, "I know this is unexpected. But I didn't want to keep pretending that something so important in my life is a secret." He then looked directly at Shen Yue's mother and said, "Thank you for raising someone so incredible. She changed my life." Guys. He said that. In front of the world. You could literally hear gasps from the reporters. Even her brother got a little teary-eyed. It was that powerful. But here's where it really hit home, Dylan didn't speak like a celebrity making an announcement. He spoke like a man who is in love, who's been accepted by the woman he loves, and most importantly, by her family. He shared that he's been visiting Shen Yue's family home for a while now, especially over the last few months. They've had dinners, played cards with her grandmother, and even had long conversations with her dad about life, love, and what it means to be a man worthy of their daughter. And the moment that made every fan's heart explode? Dylan said, "This press conference isn't about making headlines. It's about honoring the people who have supported Shen Yue and I quietly, lovingly, behind the scenes. Her family didn't ask for attention, they gave me their trust. And today, I want to give them mine." Can you imagine that? The level of respect, maturity, and love in those words? This is not the boyish Dylan we first met years ago. This is a grown man. A man who is clearly in this for the long haul. And Shen Yue? She wasn't physically there, but her presence was everywhere. Her dad mentioned that she was watching live from abroad because she had a last-minute shoot. But before the conference began, she FaceTimed in to talk to everyone, and apparently, she and Dylan shared a short but emotional call backstage. According to someone close to the team, Shen Yue cried when Dylan told her, "I'm doing this for us. And for your family. I want the world to know I'm serious." At this point, the press conference turned less like a media event and more like a heartfelt family gathering that we all got to witness. There was laughter, stories, even an old childhood photo of Shen Yue that her mom proudly held up while Dylan looked at it like it was a treasure. Fans outside the venue held up banners that said things like, "Dylan and Shen Yue forever," and "We support your love." Some were crying, others were just smiling so hard their faces hurt. But of course, not everyone was calm. Twitter, or should I say X, basically broke. Within minutes, hashtags like #DylanShenYue confirmed, #PressConferenceShock, and #Asia shipping royalty were trending all across Korea, China, Japan, the Philippines, and even down into Indonesia. But this is a whole new chapter. It's not about rumors anymore. It's about respect. About two families coming together. About a love that's been nurtured quietly behind the scenes and is finally ready to be shared with the world. After the formal part of the press conference ended, when reporters had already started packing up and fans were still crying and cheering outside, Dylan walked back to the microphone, took a deep breath, and asked if he could say one more thing. The room fell silent again. Shen family looked at him curiously. And then, he pulled a small velvet box out of his coat pocket. No. I'm not joking. He actually did it. Dylan Wang, the heartthrob of a generation, stood there in front of Shen entire family, cameras flashing, and held up the box, not to propose on the spot, but to show them the ring he had chosen for her. He said, and I quote, "I've been holding on to this for a while. I wanted to wait for the right moment. But today felt like the first step towards something even bigger." The gasp that went through the room was unreal. Shen's mom looked like she was about to cry. Her grandmother clapped her hands and smiled that warm, approving smile again. And her father, you could tell he was holding back emotion. He stepped forward, placed his hand on Dylan's shoulder, and simply said, "When the time comes, we'll be waiting." Guys. Are you kidding me? This isn't a drama. This isn't fanfiction. This is real life. And honestly, it's about time. The entertainment industry can be cruel. Relationships are picked apart, schedules are brutal, and public opinion changes like the weather. But seeing Dylan take this bold step, risking backlash, facing scrutiny, all just to honor the woman he loves and her family? That's not just brave. That's love. And it's a kind of love that fans across Asia, and honestly, around the world, are celebrating today. So, where do we go from here? Well, all eyes are on Shen now. Will she make a public statement? Will they finally post a picture together? Is a wedding announcement around the corner? Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, we're witnessing something real, something powerful, something that gives all of us hope. And I don't know about you, but I'll be right here, cheering them on every step of the way. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single update. I have a feeling the next chapter is coming soon, and it's going to be beautiful. From the bottom of my heart, thank you Dylan and Shen for letting us in on your journey. And thank you to Shen's incredible family for showing us what true acceptance looks like. Until next time, stay emotional, stay hopeful, and never stop believing in love like this.